Have you ever noticed a string of water droplets on your young plants outside early in the morning? Or maybe, a few drops of water on your indoor plants on top of a flower or on a leaf, although you have not misted the plant recently? Hi, this is Ruchi, and let's talk about this strange phenomenon. So there are three ways that water droplets can appear on the leaves. I mean, three natural ways. Of course, if you hose down the plants, you will see water droplets on the leaves. But there are three natural ways that water droplets appear on the leaves. One is dew, second is transpiration, and third is guttation. We are all familiar with dew. When the air has a lot of moisture, it condenses on the objects if there is a temperature difference between the object and the air. We see it all the time, and when this happens, it doesn't happen on one single plant, it happens everywhere. Your outdoor furniture, your plants and trees and car, whatever is there. The second reason is transpiration. As water is absorbed by the roots from the soil, it travels in the stems and it reaches the leaves, and it gets released on the surface of the leaf through a very special cell called stomata. As the water gets released, it evaporates, and from the same stomata cell, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is absorbed by the plant, which helps in photosynthesis. So water comes up, it gets released on the surface of the leaf through stomata, it evaporates, carbon dioxide gets absorbed, and it helps in photosynthesis. So this happens in the daytime because photosynthesis can happen only in the daytime. Nighttime, stomata is closed, so transpiration cannot happen. Transpiration happens in the daytime. So transpiration helps in three ways. It circulates the water and the nutrients in the plant. It keeps the leaves cool because the evaporation happens, so it cools down the leaves. And it helps in photosynthesis because carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is absorbed in the plants. So there's nothing wrong with it. That's how plants grow. 99% of all the water that is absorbed by the roots of the plants is released through transpiration. So normally you don't see transpiration in action because the water is released drop by drop, and as soon as it comes to the surface, it gets evaporated. Unless the evaporation is slow, and that could be because of humid conditions or because of the plant being indoors. So I have seen this in my indoor plants on calla lily. I will see a drop of water on the flower or on the leaves. So one day I decided that, okay, I want to take a video of this, and I'm looking everywhere and I couldn't find any water. And so I did an experiment. I watered the plant and I kept on checking every hour, and sure enough, in 4 or 5 hours I saw the water droplets on the flower as well as on the leaves. So normally stomata is open only in the daytime, so that water can be released and carbon dioxide can be absorbed. But if the plant doesn't have enough water, then stomata closes even in the daytime, so that plant doesn't lose excess water and gets dehydrated. Now the third thing is called guttation. Guttation normally happens at night time. So as the roots are absorbing water from the soil, it travels to all the branches and all the leaves. At night time, transpiration is not happening. So if there was excess water in the plant, a pressure builds up and there is no transpiration happening, so water cannot be released. But the water has to be released somehow. So there is another mechanism plants have, and that's called guttation. So plant leaves have a special cell called hydrathode at the edge of the leaves. So the excess water gets released to the surface of the leaf through hydrathodes. And because this happens at the night time, you will see early in the morning that there are water droplets at the edge of the leaves, which look like a string of pearls. This phenomena is also known as crying plants, weeping leaves, or teary plants. Sometimes guttation can happen even in daytime when transpiration cannot happen because maybe the atmosphere is too humid, so evaporation cannot happen. To release the water from the plants, guttation happens. Guttation normally happens in young plants only. I would think for bigger plants, roots have to absorb a lot of water to build pressure, and probably that cannot happen. But in young plants, roots can absorb water, and there's only so many leaves, and the pressure builds up, and that's why it happens in young plants. But there are some plants which by nature do guttation, not because there's excess water or anything. By nature, they do guttation. For example, weeping willow. It's the nature of this tree to drain water from the soil around it. So it does guttation in any case. So I am fascinated by this phenomena, and that's why I thought, I'll share and I'll show you how it works. So I hope curious minds enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.